Hello students, we are going to start with chapter number 15, Introduction to Polymer Chemistry. The objectives of this lesson to explain the terms like monomer, polymer and polymerization and also their importance. We will try to discuss the different type of process of polymerization in this chapter. We appreciate the formation of polymers for monofunctional and bifunctional monomer molecules. We will describe the preparation of some important synthetic polymers and their properties in this lesson. Lastly, we are going to appreciate the importance of polymers in daily life. Now start with a chapter. The first question will come in our mind, what are polymers? The chapter is all about polymers. The term polymer has Greek origin. Poly means many and the mers means units or parts. Many units or many parts are called as polymers. The polymers are nothing but large molecules and also we called it macromolecules which consisting repeating units, and these repeating units are called as monomers. Macromolecules are used in size and having high molecular mass. The average molecular mass of these macromolecules will be 10 raised to 3 to 10 raised to 7 per units. These are the examples of macromolecules which are used in size and consisting many parts and many units. The monomers which are present in these micromolecules which are joined by a covalent bond. The general equation will give us idea that n number of monomers are participating in formation of single polymer, and therefore the building block of this polymer is monomer. Let me define the term polymers. Polymers are macromolecules having high molecular weight and composed of smaller repeating units, and these smaller repeating units are called as monomers. The terms which are present in this polymer are large molecules, that mean macromolecules, having high molecular mass formed by repeating units are called as monomers, and these monomers are joined by a covalent bond. These terms will help you to define the polymers. Here I provide one example of polymer. This is polyethylene, and this polyethylene formation takes place by participation of n number of monomers of ethene. Why we study polymers? What are the uses of these polymers in our life? This we will prove with the help of different examples. The first example is toothpaste. The outer portion of this toothpaste is very soft, means it is a one kind of polymer. The another example is toothbrush. The handle of toothbrush is very hard and the bristles of the toothbrush is very soft, means there are the two polymers are present in one toothbrush. The another example is eraser. The eraser is one kind of polymer which is soft in nature. The switches we have at our houses, again it is a different kind of polymer which is hard in nature. The polythene we use in everyday life, which is again a one kind of polymer which is soft in nature. The nylon threads are again one kind of polymer which is soft in nature. The combs we use, these combs are again one kind of polymer which is hard in nature. These are the melamine plates. This melamine is again one kind of polymer which is hard in nature. The bucket we used, this bucket is again one kind of polymer which is hard in nature. The charger wire is again one kind of polymer which is soft in nature. The paints we use for the decoration purposes, it is again one kind of polymer. The tire which is used for the vehicle purposes, it is again one kind of polymer which is soft in nature. The polymer has changes out our life but has bad impact on environment, because most of the polymers are the non-biodegradable, means they are not degraded by nature or by us, and therefore they are responsible for the environmental pollution. So in this chapter we are going to study about polymers, we are going to study about their classification, and also we are going to study about their properties and their uses.